What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video. Y'all know we gotta keep coming back with that 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Sorry if I crossed the line there. Jimmy Carr's best insult. I'm ready to dive right in. Before we do, subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. And if you got a favorite video suggestion, drop it in the comment section. What we got, Jimmy?
The word chocoholic was first used in 1961 to describe someone addicted to chocolate, whereas the word cockaholic was first used in 1981 to describe your mum. John's friends call him Rico, which goes some way towards explaining why I've never heard anyone call you Rico. Robbie's really looking forward to getting his teeth into Countdown, which means there won't be much of it left. Bloody hell, Jimmy, pot kettle black! If Jason wins tonight, the people of his hometown, Salford, will celebrate in their traditional manner by climbing onto the roof of Strangeways and throwing tiles at the police. Tim Key is a poet and philosopher, which is a nice way of saying long-term unemployed.
Bro, hey, they're just firing out. Okay, this video just firing them up. I love this. Bro, Jimmy Carr is so funny.
Poet and philosopher, which is a nice way of saying long-term unemployed. With her striking good looks, blonde hair and tight mini dresses, it's safe to say that Rachel's probably killed off more old men than a winter cold snap. John's very much the thinking woman's comedian. If the woman in question is thinking, maybe if I go and hide in the loo for half an hour, he'll just leave. And the last time I saw hair that curly, it was poking out my girlfriend's knickers.
I can only apologise.
Lee Mack is famous for not going out, as is John Richardson. Since joining Countdown, Rachel Riley has completely revolutionised the way that old men watch the show with a pillow on their lap. In 2011, John released a book about his quest for love. Before it, he hadn't had a girlfriend in 8 years. And after, he's not had a girlfriend for 2 years. So, some improvement there.
The joke's on you, Jimmy, because I have got a girlfriend.
Well, she must be made up.
She's blown up, to be honest.
In 2010, Rod was named Wales' sexiest man. Nice for Rod, but a real kick in the teeth for Wales. Council work.
Bro, this man, I'm telling you, bro, Jimmy is hilarious. Jimmy's absolutely hilarious. Everybody on this show really is hilarious. Everybody on the show. He said, what a great for Rob, a kick in the teeth for Wales.
Nice for Rod, but a real kick in the teeth for Wales. Council workers in Glamorgan were left embarrassed after they spelt Wales, W-H-A-L-E-S, on road signs. To be fair, it should be pretty obvious whether you're entering a Welsh town or driving into the dark, reeking guts of a giant sea creature. Unless it's Swansea, in which case better signage would help. Nick Helm has been described as a sex symbol, and that symbol is a question mark. Countdown host Nick Hewer recently described Rachel as sharp as a whip. He went on to say she's clever as a corset and as gifted as a gimp mask. It's almost as if he had something else on his mind. Americans call mathematics math because they argue mathematics functions as a singular noun, so math should be singular too. Fair enough, Americans, but by the same singular rule, you're a bunch of arsehole. John has a new girlfriend. She's everything he could have ever imagined. She's imaginary. Sarah Millican is the nation's best-selling female comedian, which is no mean feat considering we've got Lily Savage, Dame Edna, and that one off Mrs. Brown's Boys. I imagine Sarah's very...
I haven't seen Mrs. Brown's Boys. I haven't seen that one.
Savage, Dame Edna, and that one off Mrs. Brown's Boys. I imagine Sarah's very excited to be on Countdown tonight. Normally, the only letters Geordies get are the ones from bailiffs.
Be very careful. I know people.
I don't.
You don't know anyone?
Nah.
Oh.
Not really deep down. Oh. People put up barriers when I'm around.
Like physical, actual, like, barriers.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sean has often been described as anger in human form, with the easygoing charm of a wounded prisoner with a flick knife. Countdown is incredibly popular in Sarah's hometown. No one gets anything done in Newcastle when Countdown is on, or indeed when Countdown is not on. John used to live alone in Swindon, but now he lives in London with all his friends. Big Ted and Big Bag Dave. John is widely considered to be the life and soul of the party. Well, I say party, it's really more of a get-together. It's actually a wake, but John is the life and soul of it. Adam Hills is here because...
Bro, they be on John a lot. I feel like they be on John a lot.
It's actually a wake, but John is the life and soul of it. Adam Hills is here because we wanted an Australian entertainer, and for some reason, Rolf Harris isn't returning our calls. Have you got jokes about me? Fun fact, Lee Mack is French for coat. It says here that you pulled out of the Paris Marathon when you discovered one of your legs was slightly shorter than the other one.
That is true, yeah.
You're not going to get a lot of sympathy off Adam here.
That's true. He hates the French, doesn't he?
John's got himself a girlfriend, so for him, the long years of feeling lonely, disappointed and angry are over. Although for her, they're only just beginning. Henning does have a disadvantage playing Countdown in his second language. Of course, maybe things would be different if his granddad had fought a bit harder. Comedian, writer and TV...
Oh, shoot.
Things would be different if his granddad had fought a bit harder.
Shoot.
Comedian, writer and TV personality, Sean is one of life's winners, though not on Countdown, obviously. It takes a lot of time and effort to get to know the real Sean, and a degree in criminal psychology wouldn't go amiss.
Keep it coming, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. It's all about me.
Rod is from Carmarthen in Wales, so he has a slight advantage in the numbers game, more fingers to count on.
That's one of them. There's plenty more where that came from.
Kevin recently performed a comedy gig at a prison in Scotland. At least that's what he told his family. The gig lasted 4 months. It must be difficult for John's girlfriend to date someone with OCD. Every time she gets turned on, John turns her off again.
That is the best one you've ever done.
Thank you very much. Miles studied divinity at Edinburgh University, where he got an A. Men. Nicky's the thinking woman's comedian. If the woman in question is thinking, I wish that comedian would stop staring at me, he's creepy. After a string of defeats in Countdown, it's time Sean's luck changed, so fingers crossed he somehow magically gets cleverer this evening. Sean's been performing comedy... Sean's been performing comedy since the early 90s, back when John was just a whiny little kid in embarrassing clothes who cried at any little thing. God, can you imagine?
How did I get sucked into that? These are his ones.
He famously played Perry, an immature, childish, prepubescent teenager, a role since taken on by Josh Widdicombe.
These are their ones.
John once described himself as a perfectionist who finds failure difficult to handle. I just wish we'd known that before we partnered him with Josh.
These are his ones.
Sharon Horgan is a...
Oh, yeah, they clouded Josh. I like that.
Partnered him with Josh.
These are his ones.
Sharon Horgan is a well-loved and extremely funny comedian, best known for pulling. She's literally the opposite of John Richardson.
I mean, you've moved on. You've moved on to Sharon, and still, I'm the butt of the jokes.
Sean is one of the most cheerful people I know. He could be watching an old lady falling over, looking on as a dog is put down, or witnessing a tragic accident. He's always got a smile on his face. This is interesting. At school, John was captain of the book team, which is another way of saying King of the Virgins.
I was captain of the book team at primary school, and I think I found everyone was a virgin at mine.
Sean Locke is very much a man of the people, and those people are angry dads who drink too much. Joe is bisexual, so although he's in Dictionary Corner today, he'd be equally at home in Vaginary Corner.
I didn't know they had James Corden on here either, bro.
Home in Vaginary Corner. John phones his mum every single day. Keep on trying, John. One of these days she's bound to pick up. Evan's recently bought a riverboat in Glasgow, or as we call it in England, a shopping trolley.
I'll take that. Sorry.
Sean's face will be familiar to you if you're a regular viewer of 8 out of 10 Cats, or if you work at the RSPCA Complaints Division.
I don't know RSPCA.
It says on James's Wikipedia page that he's a rubbish actor and he's never won a BAFTA. And that's because professional jealousy got the better of me and I changed it. A poll recently voted Peter Serafinowicz Britain's funniest comedian, and that poll was his nan, Mrs. Serafinowicz. Peter, are you a fan of word games?
Well, to be honest, Jimmy, I don't think that's any of your business.
Apologies, Peter. Sorry if I crossed the line there. I'm sorry. Any words you're hoping will come up tonight?
Abdicates.
I'm with Peter.
Oh, I love this show, man. I love this show. I'm going to keep saying it every video. That's all we got for this. So if you got a favorite video suggestion, drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Ring notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy D-Neil. Out.